morning, and welcome to another episode of Hard Factor, presented by the Barstool News Network. It is Tuesday, February 18th, 2020, and today is a long lightning round of headlines covering coronavirus, elections, Plymouth Rock, and the latest business news. And I'm going first, so let's get started with coronavirus. So today's update, some new stats. Since the U.S. started turning banned passengers away at the border, we're up to a total of 140 rejections of people trying to get into the U.S. from places with the coronavirus. So that's the Trump administration keeping them out. You guys
10x. It's 10x my college.
Where do they go? We just go.
rejection.
We're just a few feet away and die. Where do they go?
They just are. They're not allowed here. It's like you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Is Cuba available?
You do have to go home.
We don't
Right.
know.
I mean, well, we're putting you on a plane back to somewhere.
Yeah.
We're like the bouncers. So, anyways,
Right.
that's what the Trump administration is doing with that. On top of that, the current infection total worldwide is 71,000, with 1,775 reported deaths. Only 5 of those deaths so far have occurred outside of China. So
How can Iowa not fucking count a caucus, but we know how many people have corona around the world?
It's a really great point.
Well, that's a
What
good
the
question. That's a good question. I don't think we do know the number.
I know.
Know the number of people.
No,
with
yeah, these are-
I
coronavirus.
just wanted to make fun of Iowa.
These are bullshit numbers, and it's
Yeah.
way worse.
It's got to be way worse. So, before we get to the bad part, in good coronavirus news, the World Health Organization says, quote, more than 80% of patients have mild disease and will recover. 14% have severe disease, including pneumonia and shortness of breath. 5% have critical disease, including respiratory failure, septic shock, and multi-organ failure, and 2% are fatal. So it's pretty beatable unless you're old and frail. But the bad news is that the World Health Organization still has no clue how long the germs last on surfaces and how long the incubation period of the disease of the virus is.
That's a problem.
So they don't really know how to stop the spread yet.
You really need to know that. That's like important for when you can have voyages on the Diamond Princess again.
Never.
Like when you can.
I really hope that Lysol is stepping up and doing something about this, because this is Lysol.
That would be expensive ass Lysol.
This is their territory. This is their time. This is their Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Germs on surfaces.
If you're in that business and you can add a 99.9% chance of destroying corona, you're gonna sell product.
Throw that badge on your product, flying off the shelves.
Yeah, they
Better
should
spell it in Chinese, though.
They should get a giant Lysol can that you can just spray over the entire globe, and it just disinfects the whole thing. Where is that? They have that in China?
There was a rumor that it was bullshit, though.
They just took the big trucks that were spraying Hong Kongers in blue and put like the pesticide stuff in it and started spraying that.
Yeah.
Repurposed. Yeah.
I'm proud to be an American.
You gotta do what it takes. So speaking of the Diamond Princess cruise ship, guys, the 44 people that got medevaced back to the USA from the Princess cruise ship that we talked about yesterday, they got taken over to California, military bases in California, and then also San Antonio. Well, 14 of those people tested positive upon arrival for coronavirus. That's 32% more than were of those 44 than were reported sick while they were on the ship. So it's safe to say that we were talking about earlier, the caseload's probably way higher in areas where the virus is being actively transmitted than what's being reported.
Does anyone have a lead on why San Antonio? Like why San Antonio?
Just military base.
They got to go somewhere, and we feel bad for these people. We hope they recover, but fuck.
It's so close.
Yeah, it's not good for Texas. So you guys have, I don't know how many of the 14 of the sick ones are in
I'm just
Texas.
going to assume 11.
Yeah, and there's
my fucked up brain just jumped to 11.
And I'm sure you're fine, Will, because there's no way coronavirus could sustain itself in that.
It can't go over the mountains.
Nevada climate.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it's okay. They're not bringing it over here. I think they're all the way down in San Diego. They got a mountain chain. That's a long time. That's a long way far south. Taking it to the internet, American lawyer Matthew Smith. This is the man who refused to leave the Diamond Princess cruise ship, who we talked about yesterday. He made the right call.
No, Will, this is a different guy.
Oh, this is a different guy.
His name was like Kent, and his wife was Rebecca.
Different
guy. This is
My
news.
bad.
This is new.
New guy. Matthew Smith. Anyways, he's an American lawyer who's staying on the Diamond Princess cruise ship. He refused to leave because he said that it was going to be a bad idea and that you could probably catch it on the flight home, whereas he can stay on the ship for just a couple more days and get cleared of not having the virus, then leave if he stays on the ship. And so he says on Twitter, OMG, U.S. government said they would not put anyone on the planes who was symptomatic, and they ended up knowingly and intentionally putting on 14 people who actually have the virus. Decision not to be evacuated equals best decision ever.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
no, that's smart. And if it was 14 people, unless they were all on the same plane, like unless all of them went to California or all of them went to San Antonio, he's right. That means most likely a lot of those people are probably symptomatic now on those planes. But slight correction, he will have to do a 14-day quarantine in Japan before he goes home.
No matter what,
he's
right.
still safer.
I got to take here, guys. I think you said he's a lawyer. I bet he's a personal injury attorney, and he's probably hanging back on the ship to get some cases. The way he's talking sounds like he's trying to get a class action together.
Oh, the
Maybe
Diamond
so.
Princess is ripe for a suit.
He could be doing that. He's really hamming it up though on the ship because like after that brag about how he made a great choice and fuck the other people who got the coronavirus on the plane. He then started posting all of his awesome meals that he's eating in his solitary confinement. He's really kind of, I don't know. Matthew Smith is very, very proud of himself for this choice, and kudos to him.
So
he's got like a bloody palm. It has nothing to do with the free webcam. Yeah, the porn.
George?
James.
Oh,
Whoa.
Nice. Yeah. Look at the big brain on Brad.
That was nice.
Yeah, except they sound like Boston a-holes instead. They don't. That's not what they sound like.
The original cruise destination.
Yeah,
Plymouth.
right, exactly. Yeah, the Nina, the Pinta. What was the other one?
Santa Maria.
There you go.
Yeah, but the Mayflower is what landed on Plymouth Rock.
No one really knows, Will. A lot of rumors.
Isn't it Plymouth Rock didn't land on us? We landed on, I don't
14?
know.
That's it. Yeah, these are all loosely related. But
I only know because Rage Against the Machine. But yeah.
Oh.
You got to be kidding me. You got to be a real piece of shit to vandalize these things.
They took care of the rock? It's foreigners.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers.
They abbreviated mofo by cutting the O?
Yeah, that doesn't
your
make
theory?
any sense. No,
Your
MOF
first
stands.
That's dumb.
Well, your first attempt was a MOC, so I think you were wrong. But other ones, yeah, MOF, yeah.
What pieces of shit?
Man of culture. How's that?
You guys super offended by Plymouth Rock being
These disrespecting
Yeah,
motherfuckers.
I'm not real happy with it, Will. I'm not, to be honest with you, I'm not real happy. with it.
That's what I said to Mark. It's probably foreigners. That's why you couldn't decipher the messages. Think about that. Terrorist attack.
This
Doubt
is one
it.
of those takes, Pat, where people don't know if you're joking or not.
doubt it. It's in Massachusetts. I bet it's white kids.
Definitely.
Yeah, I think. I mean, yeah, it's
You
Plymouth
saying something
Rock.
about the schools in Massachusetts?
No, I'm just saying, like, dude, kids have been defacing rocks in America forever. I mean, I get this is a special rock, but like,
that's true. Do you remember what we wanted to do?
Come on.
Do you remember what we wanted to do for our senior prank?
Yeah, deface a rock.
We wanted to drill a hole in our huge school rock, destroy it, take it in a truck overnight, and then replace it with a pebble.
Yeah, and we're upset about a couple little spray paints on Plymouth Rock.
Yeah,
that would have been the best prank ever, though. Like, what do you mean the rock changed? It's just 1,000 times
defacing
smaller.
rocks is it's an American tradition. I
talked to a geologist about our prank, Will.
Yeah, I mean that's how serious we took it, defacing this rock. So I mean, to me, I'm not super offended by this.
That's true. Kids will be kids.
Oh, off a rock? No way. Yeah. .508 MOF.
Yeah, the men of culture.
Shout out Patriots. Hell yeah. Hey, guys, the more we learn about this Michael Bloomberg character, the more I find myself, what the hell are you trying to do here, Bloomberg? Because yesterday, in an interview, Bloomberg did with the interview took place in 2011, but the audio resurfaced yesterday of Bloomberg doing a PBS interview where he said some pretty ouchy things about our minority communities.
Again? This is like the third day in a row.
No,
he can't help himself.
The ship is sailing for me on this guy. There were lots of fun excerpts in this, but the biggie was, and I quote, "There is an enormous cohort of Black and Latino males aged, let's say, 16 to 25 that don't have jobs, don't have any prospects, don't know how to find jobs, don't know what their skill sets are, don't know how to behave in the workplace where they have to work collaboratively and collectively." Now,
what was this, a Papa John's call?
Yeah, that was. He just kept going. He just kept kicking him in the teeth. Look, this does sound bad, and I don't ever want to be the guy that perpetuates bullshit quotes or quotes out of context. So and I'm not defending him here, but I do want to say that Bloomberg was trying to have one of these "Look, Jack, these are the facts" chats about Black and Latinos from a geriatric white billionaire.
Yeah,
but to
look here, they're lazy, all right.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. What do you mean? Like, who was he going to tell this to that paints this?
Yeah. I mean, picture? Like, it's obviously you can't. I mean, that's just a racist statement.
Right. Just a bunch of other rich white guys are like, "Yes, you're right, Michael."
He was.
Thanks for telling us how it is.
He was coming from a place of more or less like, how can we fix the problem? But the problem is you, fucking Michael Bloomberg. Look, the point is, and then he went on to say in this fucking interview, quote, "If you look at our jails, it's predominantly minorities." And I say to that, hey, Bloomberg.
Did that have to do with stop and frisk?
Well, yeah, but that's not. Yeah,
maybe.
That's just a fact, right?
I'm sorry, Will?
That's a fact. That's a fact. Whereas the other one's just a subjective statement about his opinion.
Right. Well, look,
about
and he was
the work ethic of different races.
It is possible, Will, that the reason that it's all blacks and Latinos in his fucking jails is because he ran a program during his time as mayor that was called Stop and Frisk, and it was deemed unconstitutional because police were using it as a racial profiling tool, and there were fucking 686,000 stop and frisks that took place in 2011. Well,
you're going to get a few arrests out of that, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, come on. Like,
you stop and frisk 680,000 white hipsters in Austin, you're going to get some arrests.
He's sitting there saying, like, I'm trying to help these young black Latinos, but they just can't quit committing crime. Well, maybe it's because your police officers are out there trying to find them. And this is really important, guys, because here's a transcript of another leaked piece of audio from 2015 that dropped this week as well, where he was defending stop and frisk. And this one puts a cherry on top. And I quote, 95% of your murderers and murder victims fit one MO. You can just take the description, Xerox it, and pass it out to all the cops. They are male minorities. They are 16 to 24. This is true. I'm sorry, 16 to 25. This is true in New York and in virtually every other city.
Oh, I mean, sounds like you made the jobs easy for the cops there.
Yeah, what a fucking piece of human shit.
He's just looking out for public safety. I mean, all the homophobic stuff yesterday, the racist stuff today that we're discussing, all terrible. But the worst thing is, get this: the guy puts ice cubes in his beers.
That's pathetic.
Yeah, he says he likes his beers so cold that he likes to actually put ice inside his beers.
He doesn't like his beers at all.
They might want to look this guy up for the vandal that took care of Plymouth Rock, because that's on American. But guys, I do want to say one thing. Luckily, sometimes justice is served to old, rich, white asshole billionaires. And when I say that, I mean, why don't you go to Barstool News Network and check out our video from yesterday where you see Michael Bloomberg participating in a Broadway rendition of Little Mermaid's Under the Sea with a New York twist, and it just scratches your back, if you know what I'm saying.
He's really bad.
It's the best.
Yeah, I can't wait till he's on the debate. Come on, make that debate, baby. All right, guys, I've got good news, especially for you, Pat.
Me?
The price of wine is expected to drop to its lowest levels in 5 years.
Oh, hell yeah.
Thanks to a surplus of California grapes and a decreased demand for wine, as people are pretty into drinking these seltzer drinks.
Pretty
like
drinky.
This delicious,
Like
this
dinky.
delicious, truly I'm drinking right now.
Come on, Mark.
No more need
So it's
for
truly?
wine.
It's truly that's killing wine?
It's part of it. It's there's too many grapes in California, and younger people don't buy wine. They're into these seltzer things.
Fucking pussies.
The cheaper prices may even last up to 3 years, Pat.
Loving this. Does this apply to my
whoa.
Boda boxes?
No, they're already pretty cheap. Not the Bodo boxes, just the bottles. Or well past when we will survive taking advantage of this deal.
Yeah.
3 years, not going to last that long. We're going to die.
Oh, you're talking about death.
We're going to die from drinking all the wine.
That's true.
Oh, you think you're giving us less than 3 years to live from now?
Well, if the prices drop to the lowest in 5 years,
You guys better really start spreading the word about hard
what other
factor.
options do we have?
If I got 3 left and it's
We
with you
can't
guys,
control
I'm-
ourselves around that great of a
Drive
wine
off
deal.
cliff. Yeah. Rob McMillan, founder of Silicon Valley Bank's wine division, is even saying he's going further. He's saying U.S. wine consumers are going to get the best deals they've seen in 20 years, which is like 20 years ago, wine was free. So this is good news. Exactly. Buy cases. Yeah, definitely don't go to like a vineyard and get taken, because they're going to have to start lowering the prices. So
No, show them the article.
Basically, the deal is there are so many grapes in California. There's so many grapes in California, they're going to have to start selling those extra suckers in the secondary grape market, which is for drinks like brandy and grape concentrate. The less desirable grape drinks. Yeah,
So disappointed.
they're the best in California.
Fucking
wife's
Welch's.
We're the-
For children. Children are drinking these grapes.
One of the reasons there are so many grapes, besides people not buying wine anymore, is that every Tom, Dick, and Harry in the past 5 years with 2 nickels to rub decided to open a vineyard in California, and there are too many acres of grapes and vineyards. So it's like the .com boom in Napa these days, specifically in California, and that's what happened. It got busted. There was too many grape vineyards.
Just
That's
too
basically
many.
What happened?
It's like when the weed gets legalized, and then they like all of a sudden it gets flooded, and then all of a sudden there's too much weed.
Yeah, you got
and the state
moldy weed
scales
before you know it.
back, figures it out.
Exactly. So the only solution I can think of is we got to get Hard Factor Pat and local friend of the program Thomas out there educating the young folk about wine
I'll tell you what,
and enjoy the prices.
Me and Hard Factor Will could deal with this, our respective vices surplus issues in many states.
Yeah, you guys get out there.
Yeah, we've all and Mark, we all worked at a wine bar. Wes was
I've
the
got
only
a
one
little
of
bit
us.
of wine knowledge. Yeah, I mean, like these wine companies, these wine distributors need you out there, guys.
They need
So,
me.
yeah, I mean, just also don't tell your significant other the prices are going down. They'll think you're a baller. Just keep buying nice wine.
That's true.
That's about it.
Relationship hack for several years. All right, guys, we made a mistake last night. All right, I definitely should not have been on the show. I should have been 30 minutes south down the highway in Carson City, Nevada, where Bernie Sanders was speaking at a rally, and a chick from the Bay Area from a group called Direct Action Everywhere stormed the stage, stole Bernie's mic, pleaded with the crowd to let dairy die. So she was a cow protester like Joaquin Phoenix. And then she had 2 of her friends come up on the stage, female friends, top their pops off, and then they poured blood all over themselves from milk cartons.
On their breasts?
Pop their tops off.
Yeah, as in expose their bosoms and
Yeah.
then poured blood on themselves from milk cartons.
It sounds
It was
hot.
a scene.
How did you miss that party?
Well, I was doing the show.
Will, you have a pass from the show.
Yeah.
go to the rally, bro.
That got Bernie some new voters.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I mean, it was quite a scene. It was really weird too, because like Bernie handled it well, joking that like it's always exciting in Nevada, which is like, and it's especially exciting in Northern Nevada when you're this close to the nutbags in the Bay Area, which these people were who came out from there. But I just couldn't help but think about how the security team would have fucked these people up if this was a Trump rally and not a Bernie rally. Like, Bernie's rallies are getting busted up by his own supporters protesting his rallies. Like,
Well, he got again yesterday by someone that came and took over the mic, but she left her top on. So that's 2 days in a row he got busted up at rallies.
I mean, it's starting to get weird, right? Isn't that a little weird? You get busted by protesters at your own rally.
I kind of love it. It's old school politics, man.
I don't know if it's old school politics. It's limp dick politics. Keep the fucking control of your microphone.
I agree with Will.
Excuse me.
He needs better security. He can't have
he knew
people coming up on his
no. This is soft shit.
And then taking their tops off.
Will, any press, good press, bro. Two ladies look
I mean,
to get naked on your stage. You're in.
If they all take their tops off, it's a different story. But if they're just stealing the mic from you and taking your speaking time,
if you're speaking and two ladies are walking at you holding bags of blood and they look like those tops.
Well, hey, like it, Will. Pat, I'm giving you the topless ones. All right,
I don't like
everything else.
Okay.
I don't like it. I got a lot of money on Bernie. I don't like it. He needs to take control of the stage.
And you're exactly right, Mark. This is where it all takes us to the Nevada's Caucus Predict It Market, which you're going to want to tune in tomorrow night, Wednesday night, for our live stream pre and post shows for the Nevada debate. But let's talk about who's going to come in second, because Bernie, even though this is a little soft letting these people steal the mic, he's definitely going to win the state. So who's going to come in second? And right now, it's a toss-up. We got Pete Buttigieg, 37 cents, Joe Biden, 30 cents, Bernie, 14. Don't take that. Liz Warren, 13, Klobuchar, 6, and Tom Steyer, 6. What do you guys like there?
I like no one Bernie second for 85 cents, 86 cents. I mean, it's not a ton of money, but he's winning. So.
I bought in Liz Warren today at 16. I'm rebuying it at 13. I'm going to get rid of Liz Warren at the end of the day tomorrow.
I think it's either Bernie or I'm sorry, Pete or Biden. And
Pete or Joe.
I mean, I wouldn't buck what's been happening recently. I think it's probably Pete.
What about you, Wes? I know you're in this market. Yeah, I think Biden's got a lot of fundraising in the state. I think that he could make a move. I would say wait till after the debate to make any moves if you're already in this market, because the debate may sort of seal who's going to get second.
Good point.
But if you want to make
wide open,
if you're a flipper, get Warren now. If you're a flipper, because
that's right.
Polls
I do
Warren.
like that. That's a good value, Pat.
Get someone low. Don't jump in right now with either Pete or Biden at 36 or 30.
I'm saying I got in at Warren
Warren's
2 hours ago.
Warren's like 14.
You can still get it on Warren.
She's a better value. She has a good operation in the state. It's possible. Yeah. Whatever you want to bet on, go to predictit.org/promo/hardfactor20 to get your first $20 matched on us in the stock market of politics. It is seriously fun. We are winning. Election years are incredible to bet on politics. You got to do it. And guys, we got about 7 minutes to get through the rest. So let's speed it up. Wow. Whoa.
Oh, my God.
Whoa.
Dear God.
The man that walked her down the aisle.
Whoa.
Yeah.
More uncomfortable than acting like her dad while banging her? Okay.
She must be hot.
Oh, he got so set up. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, this has been in the works for years, and he's either invited or not. He just finally got the invite.
Yeah, they might have been doing this all along.
Yeah.
It's a long-term con.
While they were doing it, she was like, he's into the dad stuff. He's like, all right, well, fuck it. I don't know. Invite him. I'm down.
Yeah, they grew up together, you know?
The dad's next. He's coming out next.
Yeah. Yeah. Dear God, nice segment.
Dear God. All right, guys. Some of you may know this about me. Some of you may not. But before, in between, Who Do You Know Here, which was our first swing at telling jokes for a living, and Hard Factor, I was in the music business for the last 10 years or so, which is a huge reason why I'm in debt. Have an unrelenting addiction to cigarettes, and am immune to several STIs. It sounds glamorous, right?
Immune
It
or
sounds
like
realistic,
How does
yeah.
that
I've
work?
built up an immunity, Will. That's
okay.
what that means. But it actually sucks, guys. No one makes any money. And let me tell you, did I pick a good time to get out of the fucking music business? That's because some assholes at a company called Space 150 somehow found a way to make music suck worse because they dropped a song in the style of Travis Scott that was written and composed completely 100% by artificial intelligence.
I listened to the song. It's not that bad.
not that bad.
We're all fucked.
No, our producer Danny fucking loves it.
Yeah, we're all fucked. The artificial intelligence is now creating music for itself to have robot parties.
Yeah, Danny Silver's going to do a dance thing to it. Meet
Yeah.
Jack Park, Canny, Dope Man. They couldn't just leave music alone, could they? Anyone got Andrew Yang's number? These never-seen Terminator 2 motherfuckers are just feeding real-life Travis
They're
Scott.
partying. They're creating like fun music.
It's terrible. They gave for 2 weeks. They fed a bot Travis Scott lyrics until the bot started making its own rhymes, and the Travis Scott rhymes were initially food obsessed.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's the last thing you're gonna hear before your car drives.
So you're saying this is lyrics and melody and everything.
And music.
Beat.
Oh, it's
brother.
the whole fucking song.
Everything.
They're gonna literally
Whoa.
the AI is gonna play a song it created as it drives you into a tree.
Yes, and when I heard that the bot was first rapping about food, like that was hungry, I stood up from my chair, I went into my safe, and I loaded a round into my chamber.
We're fucked.
Because
Yeah, get some cyanide ready, boys.
We're fucked. Remember
We're
how
fucked.
remember how the
Nah.
artist said they'd be protected? They're not. You're dead. We're all dead.
All right.
We're just gonna have
last
to
story
figure
of
out
the
what
day.
kind of bullets disrupt robots. We'll be safe.
No. For yourself.
No, yeah, it was for me, Will.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
No.
gonna get bad. That was dark. All right, last story of the day.
No.
And it's the stinkiest one by far. Police are looking into the theft of over $1,000 of fruit from a property. 2 suspects were captured on camera, but have not been yet identified. And most of the fruit that was stolen was durian. Do you guys know what durian is? Durian.
No. What is
I know
that?
a drummer named Dorian.
You know what it is?
No.
That's a
What?
name, yeah.
Yes, it's spiky tropical fruit that resembles a porcupine, weighs between 2 and 7 pounds, and is commonly known to be compared to the smell of moldy cheese, rotten onions, dead fish. And what one article wrote as they just described it as, quote, far worse than those things. I don't know what's far worse than dead fish.
It's the
but,
worst smell
it's-
possible. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not possible. It's common in Southeast Asia, but it stinks so bad that it's banned from all like hotel rooms and all public transportation. I guess you just get like physically thrown off the bus if you're munching on the thing.
Certainly
That's
all
crazy.
sorority parties.
Oh my God.
Oh, fuck you, Wes.
Yeah,
Tastes good?
Well, it caused an evacuation because at one point in Australia, back in April 2018, the smell of rotting durian, whatever you call it, Wes, in a cupboard was mistaken for a gas leak. So they had to evacuate a library at the Royal Melbourne Institute of Technology. So
Wow.
great steal, guys. Unless these guys are storing these stolen goods in a subway, they're going to get caught. And that's going to do it for Hard Factor. Thank you all so much for listening, as always, and thanks to those of you that created a fake burner account and BCC'd all of your email accounts.
I want to take a note.
A link to
Danny
What a
B.
plan. What a
Marketing genius, Wes.
Wes is a marketing guru, so good job, guys, if you did that. You got any other requests, Wes? Or is that...
Yes, I got one. Wes,
Okay.
go for it. But I got one after you. That was an excellent scheme by Wes, and another great scheme is what we're going to be doing weekly. If you want to leave us a 5-star review, you can be insulting. We will read it on What the Fuck Wednesdays. Also, don't forget, leave us a voicemail, 512-270-1480.
Are we doing a debate stream?
We got a few of those 5-star reviews already, so that's good. We're doing the debate show on Wednesday night.
Yeah, Wednesday night.
But you guys are fucking awesome. Go to the YouTube page, subscribe to Hard Fact News. Go to the Facebook page, subscribe to Hard Factor News. We saw like a plus 20 to 25% growth in podcast downloads in January 2020 from Q4 2019. And the February numbers are looking to be the same. They're growing. You guys are fucking awesome. Please keep spreading the word. We love to, do this. We love to deliver the news to you guys with a little bit of comedy. We'd love to do it forever. And you, the Hive, are the key. So what you need to do is tell the first 2 strangers you see this morning or whenever you're listening to subscribe to Hard Factor. And most importantly, have a great fucking day.